please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And the first and only action item on our agenda this evening is Resolution 3.2022-2023 bond election. I will entertain a motion.
I will motion. I make a motion to approve the resolution number 3.2022-2023 for the bond election.
Can I get a second?
I second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. And I'll open the floor to any board comments.
I'll just take a minute to say a half a thing here about, for anybody who cares to come back and listen to this incredibly short, quiet board meeting. I just want to acknowledge some of the comments that we heard on Tuesday night based around the cost per month that it's going to take to put this bond before our taxpayers. And I just kind of wanted to personally call that out and say that I acknowledge it, I feel it as well, and that one of the reasons I personally chose to vote this and put it back out exactly as it is because I feel like we are at the very end of our frayed rope, and our kids deserve to have space to learn. There isn't anything that we could cut out of it that wouldn't just put us right back in the same spot in 4 years when we have that new school. So just my 2 cents to anybody who cares to listen. The kids deserve it. That's our number one priority, is students first. And I think that we are doing that with this bond, and we're in a situation where we need the community's help. And that's that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I would add, I agree with Melissa's thoughts, and I would add that I felt a very strong responsibility to do right by our community, and moving any of these bond projects out further, whether it was November or even in future years, increases the cost dramatically to our community. And while the investment we're asking the community to make in our children is significant, my family and I will be making the same investment if this bond is approved, but we feel it's the right thing to do to invest now in our district and in our students and staff and community. We need these improvements in the new elementary school. There's nothing fluffy in this bond that we don't desperately need. So I hope everyone will consider a yes vote.
I kind of felt that, listening to our students that came in and spoke to us through the CTE program, and I felt that same obligation that for our students in this community and in this school district, we need to stand up and fight for them. And this was that fight that felt like we needed to put this back out, not cut anything, because it was bare minimum. It really was. So we need this just so our students can succeed.
Yeah, I was the same way. It's like, I think sometimes it's a misconception that the board just loves to run a bond, and it's like, it's not like we're doing it just for the fun of it. It's because we really, really need it, and we look around at every building, there's something, and the students are really feeling the impact. And when students start, little students and big students start talking about things that they have to do or can't do because of lack of buildings and funds. It's just, I know that it might not be popular with everyone, but I was telling my husband, it's like, you've got these two things, it's like there's gonna be people that are gonna ask why we're running it again when it didn't fail, and we're gonna have to answer questions, but it's like you have to do what's right when you're on the board. I can't listen to that kind of stuff. I just have to do what I feel is right for kids. And this is the only thing I can come up with that's right for kids. I couldn't think of any other options.
And we have to do multiple projects at once because we haven't done a project in so long. And we've grown so much, and it's not for future students, it's for all the students we have right now that we don't have enough space for, and we don't have enough classrooms for, or we don't have a place for them to have lunch. So, we got to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Thank you. Thank you all for your comments, and thank you staff for allowing this to go forward. And with that,
We need to get a booth at Daffodil Parade.
there'll be more communication.
Right, but I'm just
plans
saying,
come.
that one you might have to do way
Do right
ahead of
away.
time, so.
Yeah.
And I want to apologize in advance. I was telling Carrie, I feel awful. I'm like sitting here saying, yes, we have to pass this bond. And I'm leaving Saturday for a month to Arizona. And I'm like, I'm not going to be here. And it makes me feel really bad. And I feel bad that I'm just dumping things on you guys. And so anything, if you need help with any media stuff or anything like that, I'll be glad to do it. It's just,
You just have to, we'll tell you who you gotta
Yeah.
call.
okay, that's it. I'll do it. Okay.
All right. With that, I believe this is our shortest meeting ever. I will adjourn the meeting tonight at 6:07.